Well, here we are once again. It is Monday, grey old Monday with Barry.
Very wet today too, Colin. Very wet outside and it's cool too.
And a good afternoon to you, Barry.
And good afternoon to my viewers out there.
Yeah,
get it out in a minute.
Spit it out. You're just a bit excited today.
Well, first time, it's the first official game I've watched. See? Very good.
So Barry picks his team of the 60s. What's this about?
That was 2 years ago. I went up to Horsham, Colin, and I decided to pick a side when I was playing up there between 60 and 66, where it was. And I picked that team. I went up, they called me up there and I'd done the interview, and that was my team. I was vice captain in that. No one complained about me being vice captain. I was first rover.
Yep.
And there were some pretty good players outside, and I thought it was quite... well, I didn't expect to get that coverage, because when I went up there I thought it might have been a small bit of 4x4 on the corner of the back page. Front page, back page, and that was a full page and second back page. So I've done a rundown of all the players, give my comment how they got in the side and why they got inside, and quite good.
It's got a whole big insight, so it's a full page spread, and you've got the team, and you've got a rundown of the players.
Yeah.
And
quite cool about that.
There we go. Well, let's get stuck into the game. Firstly, we're going to talk about the weather on Saturday.
Perfect day for football, Colin. Ground's in a max condition as usual. The biggest crowd I reckon I've seen there for a long time. This opening home game.
I did. I popped over.
You popped over later, and I'll tell you what, there's cars everywhere. There's no spaces everywhere.
There might have been a couple of thousand there.
I reckon about 2,000.
Now, let's get into the game. Were there any changes to the side?
Yeah, there's two changes from the week against EDS. Talker was out. I think Feeney was out. Not quite sure, but I know Sibby's come in, and I think Matty Gardner. Wouldn't be too sure about, but I know Talker and Feeney was out for Sibby's and Matty Gardner.
All right. Well, let's talk about the first half, particularly the first quarter now. Chelsea was just leading by 3-6 to the Pines 3-3.
Well, I'll tell you something about the first half. Not much good talking about the first half because it was pathetic. And I mean, they were just in front of half time, weren't they? But it was a pretty ordinary game there. And all the star players are making some stupid handballs, stupid delivery of the ball. I mean, I won't name, but they all know who they were because it wasn't not much worth talking about the first half time. But,
okay. Well, I'll give the second half scores then. Chelsea 7-9 to 6-7.
There wasn't much in it.
It was tight, but you said it was boring and no good. I didn't miss much coming in the third quarter.
No, but Chelsea, it really was all the good players, the real star players, making fundamental errors. But anyway, got in the rooms and shot. And
what happened at half time?
Well, he gets them going. I'll tell you, he's a very good coach. He's got a few of his critics that I won't name who they are.
Some people I've heard say that he's a bit abrasive.
Look, you're gonna have a fair bit of money to be a coach in this business, but look, he's got his own way of coaching. And I'll tell you, at half time, got it stuck and went right around the players, and he got stuck, and he said, right, you and you, let's don't want to name any names,
but he named names
in the room, but it's in secret. But no, he's a very good coach, and all the players respond to it. Because after half time, they come
there's no secrets here, Barry.
Well, of course there's no secrets.
Who wasn't performing?
In
the first half.
Probably a lot.
Name some top players and...
No, there's no name of players. They know who they are. They don't have to be told.
Anthony Lewis?
Lewis started off right. He started right. Lewis started right, but didn't have a good day really. But he was going right in the first half. Him and McLeod and of course number 20, Faden DeLuca. He is a monster.
Monster.
He's a gun.
So they got the
let me get back to Chapel. They responded to Chapel's advice.
Okay, so they got the half-time rev up.
Yeah.
Half-time rev up, and by the time the end of the third quarter, Chelsea had only kicked a lazy 9 goals, 16-12 to Pines 7-9. What happened?
Well, it's the third quarter, right?
Third quarter.
Well, they kicked 6 goals.
9 goals.
9 goals, I mean. Damon, and some of the marking on Saturday, Colin, was unbelievable. I mean, Chrissy Warner, Ryan Stewart in the last quarter. Of course, Damon takes marks of the day every week. But Chrissy Warner here, an outstanding day, Chrissy Warner. It's good to see him back. He's kicked 6 goals. But some of the marking in that, but in the third quarter, McLeod, little Danny Moore, he's a star. He's a good substitute for Jackson Power, mate. He looks like him, plays like him, and nearly as good as him.
Okay. Now-
He'll be on board, and for Sammy Carpenter and well, they all started to fire up at half time. There's no passages, but kicking goals like Ryan Stewart. He held that back line together after half time. He takes some amazing marks for his size, Ryan Stewart.
Very good. So it leads us to the fourth quarter. 21-19, 145 to Chelsea, and the Pines 9-11-65. So it was a good 80-point win.
Well, I reckon the last quarter. I reckon McLeod had about between 12 and 13 or 14 possessions in the last quarter. He was
Dominated.
He just killed them. And of course, Ryan Stewart had a very ordinary first half, but the second half it was. I mean, some of the marks he takes in the backs, Ryan Stewart, he's amazing. But Stewart, McLeod, Chrissy Warner, Danny Moreland, of course the ruckman, and Mickey Salem. So about Mickey Salem had done a four-quarter game.
Now I heard at three-quarter time the coach revving up the players and saying finish it off, encouraging them to finish it off and don't let them win the last quarter, and they did that very well.
Well, they only scored a goal in the last quarter, didn't they?
2 goals last quarter, but Chelsea kicked 5, so that was a good last quarter for us. Alright, well, let's have a talk about the goal kickers, Barry.
Well, the goal kickers, I heard Simon, 3W...
McAvaney.
Simon come to the room after the
McAvoy, yeah.
McAvoy, he said something about Damon kicking 7. I reckon he kicked 6. My tally totals up with... Yeah, Damon, I reckon he kicked 6.
Yep.
Chrissy Warner kicked 6, a great effort from Chrissy Warner.
Yep.
McLeod 2, Danny Moore, little star over 2, Biaggi 2. He had it in the first half, Biaggi.
Okay.
He was sort of kept us in the game. Mikey Salem kicked 1, and AJ 1, and Sammy Carpenter kicked the goal of the match.
Very good.
Yep.
Give us the group of best players.
And these are not in order.
Not in order.
order.
Group of best players, there we go.
We'll go from sort of McLeod, Salem, Warner, DeLuca, Damon, Stewart, Sammy Carpenter.
Got a few there in the order of, and Chappell.
Lewis and
Lewis.
he played all right, Lewis.
I didn't see him touch the ball in the last quarter.
He done all right in the first half. But,
okay. Kept him in it in the first half. Well, just tell us about your highlights then, Barry. You might come to you.
Yeah,
give us some highlights.
A lot of highlights.
There's some good marks. I saw some good marks. Tell us about them.
One of the best marking days I've seen for a long time. Stewart's mark of the day in the last quarter was unreal.
Yep.
Plus the fact he killed in the last quarter. DeLuca, rucked all day, killed him. Sammy Carpenter's goal in the last quarter, another grand goal for that, another goal of the day. McLeod's last quarter, 13 possessions. Damon's marking all day in last half. And of course, Chrissy Warner kicked 3 goals in the last quarter and took the mark of the day, Chrissy Warner. I mean, people pay a lot of money to go and see these sort of marks to take during the game, during the half, especially a country league, suburban league.
All right.
Fantastic.
Well, let's move on to the votes. Give us one vote. Who got one vote?
Well, it took a bit of working out this. I'll tell you now. I finally come to. There's a couple of fellas missed out. Mikey Salem should have got a vote, but just on his last half, McLeod 1 vote.
1 vote. 2 votes.
2 votes to Damon.
And 3 votes.
The number 20, Fabian DeLuca for 4-quarter game of football. Bring it.
Okay, impressed by that. I think the ruckman stocks over in Chelsea are looking good.
Oh, look, I'll tell you, we got the other fella. What's his name?
Greg?
No, not Greg. Hang on, just hold on. Sean Witherton.
Okay.
Number 23. He's number 23. We've got a very good stock, good ruckman. Now we got, because the other fella, number 15. But this Fabian DeLuca, mate, he's been the
star recruit.
He's the fellow we're going to be looking for.
The missing link.
Well, you get one of these every 50 years, I reckon.
Okay, excellent. So that's just good points for the recruiters. Well, ask us about the recruiting of other players. We'll ask you about the report about that.
I'll tell you before we come on air, Colin, the fellows who've done the recruiting this year have done a marvellous job. They've got some of the best recruits they've had for a long time, including number 20, the ruckman, Mr. Rover, Danny Moreland, he's a gun. Of course, number 23, Sean Witherton, AJ, Kelly, number 30, the bald-head fella. He'll be right. Didn't have a good game on Saturday, but he'll get, as the days go by, he'll be all right. But recruiting has been first class, Collins, for the Chelsea Footy Club.
Very good. Well, tell me, what's happening next week?
There's no game next week, would you believe?
I believe it. There's no game next week, so they're playing home. I think the week after.
The week after is going to be another big game.
I'll tell you exactly. Frankston YCW here. So, what's your encouragement for the people?
Well, they've got 2 wins on the board. Chelsea. It's not a bad start. You can't get much better than that.
That's the 5th of May.
The big clash will be between Mr. Ashley Eames, I presume, who's still playing, and Fabian DeLuca.
That'll be something to behold.
He will fix up Eames because he'll jump over him.
All right. This should be interesting.
Who's Brendan Lane play for?
Ringle,
that's right.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen with this fella? What chap was doing with this Fabian? He's not sending him off the ground. When he has a rest in the forward pocket, when he goes back to the forward pocket, we've got 3 guns: Damon, DeLuca, and Chrissy want to take the big marks. That's how Washington was going last year. They had 3 big guns down the forward line.
And then you have a couple of little, you know.
Chap was using his brain. He just said he'd take him off the ground.
Puts
him in the forward pocket. He just picked the
ball
up.
He's an ex-AFL. I mean, this is a jog in the park for him, almost.
He could run like a rover too. He's got everything. I mean, you've got to keep him for. Put him in Cotton Wool. Can't lose him.
Yeah, good. So, hopes for the season?
Well, I made my prediction a few weeks ago that they'll get the top 4. I reckon they'll do the top 3 again, at least.
And pressing for a premiership.
And I reckon, now you don't say premierships, Con, because you get
fill
yourself, but that will.
I said pressing for a premiership.
I mean, you've got to aim for the best, Con, but you just can't say we're going to win the premiership.
Stars,
You've got to aim for the best, and I reckon that, of course, injuries will play a big part in this business, but if we don't have too many injuries, because we've got Joel Connolly coming back too. He was out. We could have 3 or 4 guns in the forward line with Big Joel hanging around the goal.
If he can get in the team.
If he can get in the team, yeah. But let's put pressure on the players to keep playing. Got to play football. Good football. Keep them aside.
All right. Well, we've covered a fair bit there. After this video, if you keep on watching, you'll see some footage of the rooms, footage of the game.
After the game.
And after the game as well.
And you televised a video, a bit of the live game.
Yep.
With me doing a bit of commentating now, I think I was, wasn't I?
Oh, yeah, you're saying a few things.
Say a few things, then I can feel myself. But yeah, they'll be interesting to watch after this. But no, it was a very good win overall for Chelsea, and no injuries, I don't think. No, there wasn't injuries. And everything's going quite smooth at the moment, Cole.
Very good. Well, look forward to next week. We'll have a wrap of something, the league, and then in 2 weeks be there at the Oval.
Before I go, I cannot believe Richmond got within 9 points of Geelong. They were pointing front with 5 minutes to go. Did you know that?
Point front.
They got beaten by 9 points. They should have been beaten by 20 goals.
Down there at Skilled Stadium or Cardinia Park.
Some sort of spark for the Richmond supporters, and including me.
Excellent. All right, well that's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me, and we'll see you next week. But keep tuning in for the video, live video.
No way before you ask for a stop. There's that commitment. There's that commitment today, boys. Come on, 5 o'clock today we know. 5 o'clock today we know. It's in your fucking hands.
Okay. And we're breaking it open. We're hitting it quick and we're going.
Perfect with the one out. You, Louis, us is ticking over. Perfect. Break up.
Keep running. Keep running.
Up here, make up. Start to break up.
Yeah.
Break it up. Run it on.
That's there. Great stuff, mate. Get over it.
What?
Sorry, mate.
Reset. Get it right in here. Get it right in.
Boys.
Talk about making sure that we make the play, we make the concept out. So I reckon in the first half we allowed them to tidy our hard to go in front of the big front half boys. We'll kick that off. Where are they? Hold it up, please. We'll talk it right up. That's the difference, isn't it? There's the difference. To me that's a touch on the footy. There's the difference. Forward action, 50 yards, marking inside 50. That's the midfield working. That's you holding over there, that's you holding over there, isolating that fucking dud, okay, spot on, you getting in a good spot. Chrissy, you working hard, that's what that is. Maxie, you getting in the good spot, nice, you winning contested ball. DK, you making sure that Mariner doesn't touch the fucking thing. That's what that is. Okay, Danny Moore, you making sure that you get your head over it. Look, Gus, great run. Okay, Nige, drop behind the ball. Ask you to get behind the ball there, Gus. You showed out. You'll get into good spots. Real good spot. You're going to get the reward now. When he runs in and kicks one in this last quarter, we all get around because he's working hard with the ball. How's the talk then? Okay, it's just, boys, if the talk's higher and we say, oh yeah, Pete's better, don't go to that position again. Don't get to there where you come to me and say, the talk wasn't that great. Because fuck, you stood up then. Fantastic. Okay? We ran, when we had the footy, we made their forwards work. We just looked a better unit. Good work there, Shawnee. Good start. Okay? On ball, keep going. Keep going. Win the quarter, boys. One thing I don't want to do now is just fucking go back there. Ross, I'll never talk to you about a fucking thing again, okay? You get your fist in every time. Every time! Nice. Danny Moreland, Louis, okay? Fab, Harrow, Guards and Sammy. Sammy, great quarter again. Good. A couple of good goals. Fantastic, mate. Dino, AJ, Nicky Sam, Dino. Don't let him off the hook. Don't let him off the fucking hook, mate. Every time he gets the ball, he wants to fucking get it. He gets it under pressure. Okay? Let's get that front three working, the triangle. Let's get it working because I want to see this in the last. I want to see that go up again. Come on, because the on balls, I know you aren't going to drop off, are you? Come on. Okay, so we're going to get plenty of opportunity. If we're in the right spots, we're going to get opportunity to mark inside 50. Finish.
Mark that. Get up, Roy! You're having an ordinary day, mate. Oh, look out! That wasn't out, mate! Don't worry about it, mate.
Eddie Wiz too.
Don't worry about it, mate, there. Barking, huh?
Right.
Paul Whitman, is that his name? Over here! Look out! Oh, he's kicked the goal. Got the camera gun, they've kicked the goal. Must be bad news, bad luck. Right, babe? Oh, shit, unreal! Kick the ball! Hi, Danny boy!
The pipes are calling.
McLeod, I tell you what he's had, I reckon he's had 12 possessions for him. At least. Pass!
Final time.
What a shot!
That's really high. 3 bands out of 50, 4 home. Look up, Stu. Nudge when you went across. Okay. Sammy, Stu when you back down there. Probably get confused down. Okay. The run from the defence today set up the gun, my eyes. All of a sudden then, the on ball has gone on top. Shawnee can put up the duck work. All of a sudden, started getting on top. They were coming it up. I'm not if we can. Go
Go on, mate.
We're getting off bad. I'll keep putting it where I said. I'll keep putting it on you though, as I said. Really good players, keep doing it, keep doing it. Pretty soon you're going to get a tag. You keep running off the arse, doesn't matter. Run yourself into a game. Take the confidence and grab it. Take the confidence and grab it and keep going. Okay? We're giving our forwards a chance. Today I thought it started working a bit better. Lukey, the charge 7, well done. It'll come on. Really hard. The work rate and that. They probably didn't get the rewards on the scoreboard. They had plenty of opportunities. They don't work hard. That was a good all-round second half performance. CK, I gave you a roll. He didn't touch it after half time. Okay? That's, mate, you'll always play the side if that's the case. If I ask you to do something, you do it to the letter. Mate, fantastic. I guess he goes off now. And he's thinking, fuck, I'm going to get that fight next time. That's what we want. That's what we want. We're well rounded. What we did need though, I reckon was a good second half, because I don't reckon we were ready. I reckon at half time we gave only half of ourselves. We don't want to get to those spots again, because good side to cut it up. They're not a good side, I don't reckon. And we grew that. They'll have a crack. What side won't? They'll have a crack and they'll have tactics. Before they get 21 goals when they're looking to take 15, 14 goals and scrape a win. And we're kicking 21 and having 37 scoring shots, we're going to beat most. So turn into a good side. Okay? Turn into a good side. We smelled the blood in the water by time we went after it, and that's what we're after. So last time we didn't panic, but we just wanted better work rate. We just wanted smarter. I said, Matty Garden today, off the back of the pack. You just set up a bit there, mate. Okay, there was a lot of good signs to me today. Just by blokes getting hold of the doing it. Hold on. Okay? Nice, I reckon he stepped up. We spoke about last week, I reckon your head was all over. Not over a hit, but we rewarded you because we knew you put the body on the line to stop that hit. Today, he's played really good game.
Well,